Most modern websites support both light and dark modes to improve user experience and match the user's system preferences. It's a great way to shift visual styles seamlessly. But the favicon, this tiny icon in the browser tab, often gets left behind. For example, it looks great in light mode, but the moment we switch to dark mode, it loses its charm. So how do we make sure our favicons are just as adaptable as the rest of the website? Let's explore that step by step. It's a common practice to include different versions of the favicon, like .ico and .png. Some websites even provide multiple sizes. We often use favicon generators to create multi-size versions, especially for web apps, so the icon looks good across devices and can also work as an app icon. There are a couple of ways to switch the favicon based on the system's color scheme. We can either go with a CSS-only solution or use a JavaScript-based approach. Just like we use the prefers color scheme media query in CSS, we can also apply it directly in the media attribute of the link element to detect the selected mode and specify a different favicon for light and dark themes. In this example, if the system is in light mode, the browser will use a dark-colored favicon. And to support dark mode, we can simply copy these lines, update the file names, and adjust the media query to serve a light-colored icon instead. Let's test this in the browser, and then we'll explore another way to achieve the same result. It looks good. Every time I switch the system theme, the favicon updates as well. Now, let's take it a step further. Most modern browsers also support SVG favicons, with a few exceptions. SVG icons are amazing because they allow us to embed custom styles directly inside the file. Based on what we've learned so far, we can use a single SVG icon and add the necessary CSS right inside it. For example, this is the SVG we're using. We can include a style tag and apply the same prefers color scheme media query to switch colors based on the theme. By default, the theme CSS class will use black, but in dark mode, it will switch to white. This version also works fine, and the best part is, it doesn't even need multiple link tags in the HTML. Now, let's add a copy of the same SVG in our HTML for demo purposes, so we can clearly see the color change in real time. The only problem with the SVG approach, at least for now, is that it doesn't always play well with Safari. Some versions of Safari ignore media queries inside SVG files, so while the image loads, the styles inside the SVG may not apply. Safari is also known for aggressively caching favicons, which means it might not update the icon correctly when the system theme changes. To work around this, we can use SVG favicons for modern browsers and include PNG or legacy icons as fallbacks for older or less predictable ones. All in all, this setup works beautifully in most modern browsers. Your favicon will automatically switch between light and dark modes based on the system theme. You can either use multiple files with the media attribute if you're going for a multi-size setup, or stick with a single SVG that uses inline CSS, if that works best for you. As I mentioned at the beginning, there's also a JavaScript-based solution, especially useful for websites with custom theme toggles. In JS, we can use the Match Media API to detect the active color mode and then serve the appropriate favicon dynamically. If you'd like to see how that works in JavaScript, let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.